have all that information, the number of the class, and the position you're playing down here on my page. I have to keep it score. So I don't really need to know anything that's on there. Hopefully I got it all right. When you've done the baseball games before, you've been by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how did you go for it?
It was pretty difficult. We also had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So he didn't come out of the but we double play.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see where you can't hear anything through it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I keep one off, I'll keep this one off, and you keep that one, left one off, and maybe we'll be in that way. So I've only worked with somebody once before. There was a field hockey game at Hopkinton, and it was at our place. It went okay. It went fine.
I'm used to doing games with Josh, Rob, everyone.
Okay, before as they're warming up, I will do the introductions for the umpires. I'll tell them who they are and what position they're covering. I don't have the coaches' names. Ashland, I don't care how much of that Hopkinton is. Oh, good. Okay. So, if you like, I can have you interject, and I'll say, the coaches, and you can, if you want to introduce them, you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay? So, if you need this, it's here. So, you go along, introduce the coaches, whichever one is, I would not do all of them. Give Maxon first, and the assistant coaches. However, he must be the bookkeeper. Is that who he is? Statistician. Does she keep the book? Or he? Is it really good?
Yeah, it's a guy.
He must keep the book. I don't think we need that one to do that. Just do the assistant coach. Do the assistant coach. The coach hopefully first, and then I'll use the assistant. We're going over the grounders now. That fence is awful short. I hope we see some home runs. Have you done a game here yet? Or is it
No.
Okay. Because that fence is definitely shorter than the high school. Yeah, I'm not going to go chase Hopkinton down for their names because it's not on the lineup. Oh, you know what? It is on the lineup. Down at the bar, head coach Shannon Albury. Oh, okay. Okay. So, we'll give Hopkinton when they first get up. When they first, maybe before the first batter gets in the batter's box. And then I'll look to you and do the Ashland ones. So-called Hunt Field. There's a scoreboard up there. Now all they need to do is give us some headphones and we'll be...
All right, so the headphones are right there, guys. So we're live right now, so you can go ahead and start your broadcast.
Yeah.
You're recording, right, Luis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go, Bob.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's varsity softball game between Ashland High and visiting Hopkinton, the Hopkinton Village. We are not at Ashland High School, we're at Ashland Middle School at the David E. Hunt Field. And we're about to start the game. We have a 4 o'clock start, it's 3:59 now, so it looks like the girls are heading out there pretty much on time. It's Ashland taking the field as the home team first. The visiting The visiting Hopkinton Hillers are led by head coach Shannon Albury Roddy and the assistant coaches are Jesse Connor and Jill Sevier.
Last time the two teams played earlier this season, though, it was a big loss to the Clockers, 0-12 earlier in the season. Hillers are the second ranked in MIAA Division II power rankings, while the Clockers are in Division III and the 44th ranked. So there's definitely a lot of mismatch between these teams, but it still should be a fun one here at David E. Hawk Field.
Just so you know, that was Daniel Betzstein, my partner here. The umpires for today's game are behind the plate, Rick Schultz, and on the bases, Vin Ferrari.
Nico! Free speed!
On the hill for the, shouldn't call it a hill, on the mound for the Ashland Walkers is freshman pitcher Nico Steris.
Yeah, Nico also has a little bit of versatility to her game. She's also a star basketball player, one of the bright spots of the girls' varsity team. Only a freshman, she's going to have some bright years ahead in her future.
The catcher for the Clockers is Ellen Hopkinton, a sophomore, playing first base. First base is Ruby Hazarian. And we're about to get the first pitch here. We'll go over the rest of the defense for the Clockers as we go along. She's wearing number 1 and she's playing third base. First pitch goes for the ball. Second pitch.
Nice play! Nice play over there at third base. Second batter coming up for Go now!
the Hillers is Joe Levine. Ball high. Levine is the left fielder for the Hillers. Ball too low. Oh, it hit her. Hit her on the foot.
Go now, let's have some fun!
So the Hillers have a base runner with 1 out. Next up for Hopkinton is first baseman Charlotte Holder, number 8. Ball is low in the dirt.
Nice scoop, Ruby.
For the first, safe.
There we go, every pitch now. One and one's the count. 1 out. Moving it first. It's a base hit to right field. Levine had to hesitate because it was worried that it might be caught, but it dropped in over the second baseman in front of the right fielder. Looking good, Nico. Keep it up. Keep it up.
That one was caught by Taylor, not in left field today. Quickly get that one up towards that first base position.
Got a little extra.
Number 4 batter for the Hillers is shortstop Polly Pahara, number 15. The Hillers have runners at first and second. 1 out. Ball low.
Finish that release now.
And that hit her also. Both hit
Shake it
batters
up.
for
Come on now, it's all right.
Hopkinton were
No
low
big
pitches.
deal.
Appeared to hit them off the foot. Couldn't tell for sure here, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out. Park hit by a pitch. The next batter is the catcher Caroline Osmond. Still only 1 out. thrower into center field. Throw comes in. Then base runners have to hesitate. Weren't sure whether it was going to fall in or not, but it dropped in, thrown in by the Ashland center fielder.
1-0.
Abby Rosenthal got in there. And early score for the Hillers, Zoe Levine getting in 1-0 to the Hillers.
Good, Nico, let's go. Good, you're good.
I'm assuming that's a courtesy runner for Osmond at first base. She's the catcher. That'll give her time to put her equipment on. Another hard hit ball to the left side and through into the left field between the third baseman and the shortstop. And we have a hit. Ball came into the pitcher to the cutoff. There was no play at home, and the throw went to second, and the runner took third on the play. So it's first and third with 1 out, 2 runs in. Gordon Howard scored on that play. Kelly Arthur was the batter on that. Another hard hit ball. Fair ball down the left field line. Scooped up by the left fielder.
Let's get closer now. Here we go.
Thank you, Daniel. And a run scored on that play. And the third came in. That's 3 straight singles and 4 total in the first inning here for the Hillers, who now have runners at first and second. 1 out, left-handed batter up. He's the right fielder. Low, blocked by
Now finish that pitch.
Dickinson. Try to keep the runners in place and set up the force play all around if they can. Second baseman Ava Davenport is
just started.
9 batter.
Oh, that's good.
Walker's been getting some big trouble here.
Just switch like after innings. Yeah, we could do that.
Good.
How you been?
From the
What's up?
This game
How you been?
having a couple of
Doing alright.
School's almost over.
Yeah. End of June, finally.
Are the seniors out? Oh
They've got like 9 days.
He's looking for the
Good. Sorry, I should have been here and said that. No, it's all good.
She fouls it over down the left field.
No, it's perfect.
Third base.
You can sit here and get paid.
Our
power cube is not.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay, it's 0-2, 1 out.
Tell you what, if you want to play it that way, you should get it going. This device here.
Stairs winds and throws, and it's low. 1-2. And it's ground ball to shortstop. We have an out at first.
Good job, Lex.
We need to have like a ball washer right here to make sure that opens.
no, yeah, bro.
Might have you move my spot.
Stretching the lower back, jumps off the corner.
Might have you move it.
Okay, it's back to the top of the order for Hopkinton now.
Yeah, why don't you do me a favor?
Number 5, Eddie Walls, the pitcher. Hits a line drive to third base.
It's already in there.
Adeline Kazadian.
Dating the third baseman. Takes the line drive, the main
Take
is
my
over,
keys,
and
just
I've
move it
got
a little
right
safer.
on in. So it's only 1.5 inning. We're at the bottom of the first.
Yeah.
5-0 on the clock.
Park it over there, like. Yeah, close. Yeah. As close as you can. Keep it close for us.
This like fence right here.
Yeah, you can go right. No one's going to give us a hard time. That way, if we need to see it, just it's a little close here. Thank you.
Quickly give you the batting order for Ashland. The pitcher, Asteris, is leading off. Left fielder, Rebecca Friedman, is batting second. Second baseman, Caroline Sahara, is batting third. Right fielder, Taylor Cox, fourth. Third baseman, Adeline Kazarian, is batting fifth. Her sister Ruby is playing first base and batting sixth. Jensen is the DP, she's batting batting 19, yes, the second for the catcher. The DP is batting for the catcher, Ella Dickinson.
Get to it early. Go.
Coaches for the Clockers, we have head coach Matthew Matson, assistant coaches Pam Curtis, Manny Gomez, and Ian Young. Stars leading off the bat for the Clockers. Stars has the highest batting average on the team with 24.
Foul pop-up. Only 2 on the Stars. The pitcher for Hopkinton is Eddie Walls.
Yeah, Nico.
Ground ball to third. It's fair.
First base by Charlotte Holden, one of the three captains on this Pillars team, being Calorie and
that? Yeah. And you hit block for me.
Second batter for the Clockers is Rebecca Creech, the left fielder.
So
I don't think so.
try to get this going.
Yeah, just pass it around.
You'll know because this is plugged in.
Ball high.
So if you hit power line, this little guy, if this comes on, then you know
Does this cord have anything to do with
it's this is battery. So all you gotta do is see if we can get this on, and by turning this on, see it's plugged into it. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's this. Maybe these are something's out here.
That's our spot. So it's 2-0. Three and one. Get some walls. Low. Balled off. Okay, it's 3-2 now. Full count. 1 out.
Nope.
Creech from the batter.
Nothing needs to be plugged. That's what's
I know, I
back
was thinking it might be a later.
Foul tip to the outside. The catcher for a strike.
We're running it, I just can't get the graphic.
Caroline Cairo.
No what?
Second baseman. Nobody on.
Yeah. Plugged in the camera.
Caroline.
Camera, that's what they say on this pocket. Let's see what he's able to do out of bat.
I got something. I will.
And strike one.
I hear them both. But I don't hear them on YouTube.
And miss again, strike two. Barrett is in an 0-2 hole right now. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of
Oh, you want
first.
to check it out? Yeah, check it out. Yeah. I got audio on.
Go high. 1 and 2.
You're in there.
Go, Caroline.
Maybe his that camera, maybe the camera might be on too. Like one it says
The clock is put down in order and the bottom of the first.
they're both online.
After 1. 5-0.
Next game for the softball team will be Wednesday, 4:30 against Norwood at Norwood. And the game will be Thursday. There'll be girls across 6:15 p.m. against Norwood at
Line one,
Plateau.
line two.
Again, I just a little extra there. Hunt Field.
All right, put the headphones on for a second because I changed one of them. See if you get a better. Okay, so back to what I had.
That's
Just the camera mic.
All right, well, it says input 1 line, input 2 line, internal mic, I go to external.
It should be external on both.
Yes, external on both.
All right, let me look at it. I got your scoreboard, but I can't see it. It's so small. How loose is the? I can do this in it.
Pitch from the stairs is low, ball 1. Ground ball, weak ground ball to a third base, and she's thrown out. Hazarian to Hazarian.
Yeah. Sisters chemistry linking up there. Adeline also going to college for nursing and softball. So this won't be the end of her career after this senior season. Originally a catcher, but they had her move over to third base this season.
She seems to be doing a good job over there so far. Smooth fielder, good strong arm. Low. Pitch was low. This is Charlotte Holden, first baseman for Hopkinton. High. I think that's 3, right? 3 balls? Strike 1. Knee high. Middle in to the right-handed batter. Holden, 3-1. And she swings, hits a weak ground ball, charged by Hazarian, throws to first, out number 2. And we have 5-3, Hazarian to Hazarian again. Adeline, the third baseman, and Ruby, the first baseman. Holden had a single her first at-bat. Number 3 batter this inning, the shortstop, Baharik. And she hits a gapper. to left center field. It's picked up out there and thrown in. And Paharic has a double. She was first pitch swinging and lined it right to the fence out there on about 2 hops. So there's 2 outs for Hopkinton. Paharic at second. Caroline Osmond, the batter. That pitch was a bit low, I guess. Ball 1. Low again, ball 2. And the ball scoots away from the catcher, and Paharic takes third base on that. There's 2 outs, so hopefully the Clockers can shut them down here and not let that run come in from third base. A little high.
It's good to see Paharic running again. I mean, she missed her senior basketball season with an injury. That has to be very frustrating, but at least she's out here now.
Strike. I think we have a full count here. Line drive. Oh, what a play by Hazarian over there. All 3 outs recorded by the third to first combination. The Hazaric third to first combination. Adeline at third and Ruby at first. And the Hillers strand that leadoff runner. Well, not the leadoff runner, but the double that Paharic had hit at third base. So after 1.5, it's 5-0 in favor of Hopkinton.
Yeah, it was hard to tell from our angle if Kazadian caught it or not. I guess she didn't because she quickly threw that missile out to her sister Ruby. Either way, it results in an out.
Yep, I thought from my angle it looked like it hit the ground. It might have been 1 hop, but she speared it very quickly, and she has a nice, strong, accurate arm over to first base. Taylor Koch will be leading off the second inning for the Clockers. She's junior captain, plays right field. And after her will be the 5 and 6 batters. Adeline Kazarian, the third baseman. She's a senior. And Ruby, a sophomore.
One thing to note is that Quinn Herder, a junior for the Clockers, is not playing this game.
Hopkins and catcher threw down a second base on that play from one knee. Caroline Osmond. Eddie Walls, the pitcher for Hopkinton. Bottom 2. Number 4 batter, Taylor Koch, up for the Clockers.
That one was called the ball.
Swing and a miss. What's that, 1-1, Daniel?
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah. I look for the umpire to give the count, but he doesn't always do it. That's a swing and a miss. That's strike 2. 1-2 now. Pop up, foul behind first base, right near us here, and nearly caught by the Hopkinton first baseman. It was a tough play.
Sun coming right at home plate. Holden couldn't see it despite wearing the hat.
Yeah, she's probably looking into a tough sun up there.
Yeah. It was
That
tough
was-
for me to see that one. I was worried it was going to bounce right onto us.
That was Charlotte Holden. Swing and a miss. I think she tipped it into the second strikeout for Ashland, where the batter has tipped the ball and the catcher's held on to it. That was Koch. Adeline Kazarian up now.
Super low.
A little high.
Kazadian has 1 home run on this season.
High again.
Only
3-0.
11 at-bats total. This will be her 12th.
You get that from Max Preps. .30 pitch is high, and it's ball 4. 4 straight balls thrown to Adeline. She's on first base with 1 out, and her younger sister, sophomore Ruby Hazadian, is up. Wow, what a cut. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Just a little too low. It's a good swing, though.
Another good cut by Ruby, and it's fouled back. So it's 0-2.
So Ruby has the most RBIs out of this Clockers team with a total of 10 this season.
Base hit. Left field, thrown in. And the sisters are on with a nice 0-2 base hit, line drive base hit to left field by Ruby. And the Clockers have something going here with 1 out in the second inning.
A quick play by Zoe Levine. That one could have gotten away for her to make it a lot more, but it results in only a single.
Katie Jensen up. Katie's a senior. She's the DP, designated player. She's hitting for the second, for the catcher, Ella Dickinson. Bunt attempt. It's fouled off.
So Limburner Jensen, one of the 2 captains on this team as well.
Ooh, tough pitch to take. 0-2, throw to second. And Adeline is safe, diving back. 0-2 on the batter, Jensen, who was one of the co-captains, as you said, Daniel, for the Clockers. Swing and a miss, a little high on that. So there's 2 outs, first and second, and Lexi Maloney coming up. Lexi's a sophomore, shortstop. Fouled off.
People actually confused Lexi to be the daughter of Lou Merloni coming out of Framingham, but turns out they're actually not related, despite the last name.
I'm guessing her father is Jamie Maloney.
Yeah.
And many years ago, I called a lot of touchdowns by Jamie Maloney on the football field. And when I heard that throw down to
Good
third
play by
on the
Kazadian.
and she's staying. Okay, that was a low pitch that didn't go very far. Adeline took third. Ruby Hazadian took second. Throw down the left field resulted in no chance. It was a nice backup by the left fielder. So it's second and third now. Second and third, 2 outs. What do we have for a count? We lost track here.
I'm not sure.
With the throw down. Well, he's not helping us. And there's a swing and a miss. That was strike 2. So I think it's 2-2. Yep, 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs, second and third.
This would be a big blow for the Clockers if this ends up in another out. That'll be the third. Man on third and second. That one's super high.
Back to the backstop. Adeline is in safe.
Good heads-up play by both the Casadians. Adeline sliding in for home for the first run for the Clockers, making it 5-1. And then Ruby going into third. Now we have a lone third.
Nice base hit here would make it 5-2 and put the Clockers right back in it.
Full count for Lexi.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Clockers score a run. After 2 complete, it's now 5-1. We're going to the top of the third. And getting back to Lexi, when I heard that she was fast, I knew she had to be Jamie's daughter, because Jamie could fly.
Athletics definitely running her family. I mean, she also plays varsity basketball, and her brother is a great wrestler as well, being Dante Merloni.
I coached softball here in Ashland for a number of years, and one of my players was an Andrea Maloney. And I know she wasn't Jamie's sister. At least I think she wasn't. But she might have been related to Lou. I don't know. Andrea, if you're out there, it's straight in the air. Okay, we're going to the top of the third now. And due up for the Clockers is the number 9 batter, Abby Rosenfeld. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Ashland. Due up is Kaylee Arthur, the center fielder, number 6 batter.
Clockers did a good job in the second inning of replicating, or not replicating, but producing.
Ground ball the third. Again, it's Hazadian to Hazadian. Am I repeating myself here?
Yeah, it was right there. I was about to say, with the Casadians linking up from third and first, that's what worked well for them. And that's what they didn't have in the first inning. So we'll see if they can replicate that in the third. Off to a good start for the Clockers.
Oh, that's a shot in the gap. One hops the fence out in left center field. It's picked up. And we have a play at third. Ooh, close play, but she's safe. So that's a triple by Ashley Callery, who had a single her first at-bat. That was a nice throw-in by the Clocker left fielder.
Becca Kriegsman.
So we have one out, runner at third. Let's see how Hopkinton plays it now. With a 5-1 lead, they might be interested in putting a bunt down. We have a left-handed batter. Don't know if Cammie Tyndall is a slapper. No, she swings away, but she pulls it. She pulls it. Nice play by Hazadian. By Ruby. She checked the runner at third. Threw to the second baseman covering the bag. So that's 2 outs. That was a nice out. So the number 9 batter for Hopkinton, Ava Davenport, is up. She's the second baseman. She grounded to short last time. So a looping ball over the second baseman's head for a single. The run comes in.
Just over Kyra's head. That makes it 6-1.
And we have 2 outs at the top of the batter coming up. Runner at first for Hopkinton, 2 outs. This is Addie Walls, the pitcher. And she hits one deep. And, oh!
Just out of the glove of Rosenfeld.
Yeah, and it went through the fence, I guess. So that's a ground rule double. That would be a ground rule double, I assume. I think it went under the fence. Did it look like it was under, Daniel?
It looked like it might have snuck through one of the, maybe a gap in between the fence.
Yeah, it hit her glove and hit the ground.
So
it was low, so it had to have gone under the fence. Anyhow, that was fortuitous for for the Clockers because that resulted in the runner from first having to stop at third base. So we have 2 outs.
She stopped at second. Trendle, who got home, had to go back to third.
And we have a courtesy runner in for the pitcher. That was Eddie Walls that hit that double.
It's Bridget Rolek.
Popped up, and looks like the shortstop has a chance at it. Nope, couldn't do it. She got the ball in. That was Merlone. It was a difficult play. It was over her left shoulder. She didn't have a lot of time to get back there. It fell in for a single. 1 run scored. That was Davenport, right?
Yeah.
The double. Or the single, rather. The double, I'm sorry.
A stolen second base. Zoe Levine.
Charlotte holding the batter. That's 3 runs in for Hopkinton so far. It's 8-1 now. And a weak, slow line drive over to Adeline at third base, and she catches that ball. And that ends the inning. Not without Hopkinton scoring 3 runs. So after 2.5, we're going to the bottom of the third, and it's 8-1 in favor of Hopkinton. A couple of difficult plays on defense for the Clockers that helped Hopkinton score those runs too. The one out in center field.
Sun definitely playing a big factor. All those pop flies that are coming down for the Clockers, the sun is right in their face, so that can definitely cause some difficulty. Quick thank you to our crew today. Luis Miranda, Jeff Hall, Brady Montesino is also here.
Okay, Abby Rosenfeld is leading off for the Clockers in the third inning. She's our number 9 batter. She's a senior, center fielder. She your captain?
I don't have the captains on this one, unfortunately.
Let's see. She plays center field. She's a second-year varsity player. She's headed for University of Delaware. Is that what you have down there, Daniel?
I believe so, yep.
Future teacher, it says in my notes. That was low ball 1. Strike 1. One and 1 the count. Fouled off. No, foul ball, foul ball. 1-2 the count on Rosenfeld. That was over everything. Back to the backstop. Ball 2. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Up to the top of the order now with Asteris.
Let's see if Nico can get something going. 18 hits out of 45 at-bats this season. Again, she does have the highest percentage for hitting.
Oop, that's trouble. That's trouble. Drops in. Base hit. Way to fight that off. So Asteris is on first with 1 out. Kriegsman is the next batter, junior left fielder. I understand Kriegsman is a fantastic golfer.
Yes, she is.
Led the team in batting last season at 381. She tries to bunt.
Broke a couple school records for golf this season.
Oh and 1 the count. Asteris at first, 1 out. High, ball 1 rather, 1 and 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. We have a steal on. Throw goes into center field. And Asteris is down to third. So we have 2 strikes on the batter, Kriegsman. Asteris is stolen second and gotten to third on the errant throw by the catcher. 1 out. Ground ball to the right side or a fly ball to the outfield will put the Clockers on the board for another run. Low.
Oh,
Smothered.
she's going home.
Asteris is in and she scores. I think what helped that was that the catcher slowed it down a bit and made it more difficult for her to get to. 2 and 2.
Yep. Now everything open for the Clockers. 1 out.
Little loop pop up to the third baseman, and it's caught. So that's 2 outs. And Kiara is up. Kiara's the second baseman. Ooh, look a little high to me here.
Actually, I misread the stat wrong. Caroline Kyra actually has the highest percentage for at-bats, or for batting this season, .447.
4.47 average, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that
8
was
RBIs this season.
That was a swing and a miss by Kiara.
Got
0-2.
21 hits.
Low, 1 and 2. Okay, Kiara's a sophomore. Coach said she's a fantastic hitter. As you said, she's batting .462, Daniel, and she's new to second base, I guess. I don't know what she played last year, but she's new to playing second. That was high, 2 and 2. Number 3 batter in the order, so there's a lot of confidence in her hitting. Low again, 3 and 2. She's all the way back. It's gone from 0 and 2 to 3 and 2. 2 outs, nobody on for the Clockers here in the third inning. 1 run in. High, ball 4. Wow. Way to work that walk. Number 4 batter, Taylor Koch up. She's a junior right fielder, captain. She struck out her first at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Her notes here say she's a primary at first baseman, but also plays the outfield at a high level, so the Clockers appear to be deep at first with Ruby doing a good job over there today in that game. And it's 0-2 count on Koch. Swing, ground ball to the right of the pitcher. She feels it, throws to first for the out. And that's it for the third inning for the Clockers with 1 run in. So at the end of 3 here at Hunt Field, David E. Hunt Field, it is Hopkinton 8 and Ashland 2.
I wonder what Rob Silver's prediction was before this game. He always has pretty good predictions when it comes to Clockers games. Rob, if you're in the chat, let us know. Just a reminder, the last time these two teams played was earlier this season, and that was a 0-12 loss for the Clockers at Hopkinton. So they're doing better so far. Still a lot of game to be played, though.
It's Holly Paharic leading off the 4th inning for Hopkinton. Paharic was hit by a pitch in that 5-run first inning for Hopkinton, and then she had a double in the second. So she's 1 for 1. Base hit. Oh!
What a play by Merloni.
Oh, my God, what a catch by Merloni. I thought that was passer. Actually, it was.
Yeah.
But she hauled it in. Oh, my God.
That thing could have taken a head off, but luckily she got her glove in the perfect spot.
1 out. Fly ball to center field. Easy catch out there.
Great start for the Clockers. Rosenfeld, quick 2 outs.
That was Caroline Osmond for Hopkinton. So there's 2 outs, nobody on. Callie Arthur coming up, the center fielder for Hopkinton. Arthur had a single and a ground out to third. And that's a line drive to right center field, which is stopped, slowed down over there. Nice play. That gets by her. That's a double, maybe a triple. Nice play out there by Rosenfeld,
Koch.
is it?
Taylor Koch.
Koch, I'm sorry.
Rosenfeld was in the vicinity in case Koch missed it, but Koch was able to make the play and get it over to Merloni, hitting a split at second base to stop
Ashley
a possible
Callery.
double.
Pop up. Oh, it's trouble. Drops in. Again, sun problems. Watch out for second. Nobody there. Yeah, that was, again, another tough pop-up behind the infield and in front of the outfield, which, looking into the sun, makes it very difficult to catch.
So, Bob, we just got word that the score is actually 7-2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 3 coming in that inning. So is that accurate? 7?
Yep, Jeff Hall behind us saying 7. That one a foul ball.
Okay, so one of these runs I should scratch out in the 3rd inning. We don't have a scoreboard going here, and I'm keeping the book as we talk. So we'll go with 7-2. Thanks for the correction. We have Cammie Tyndall up. She had a walk and a ground out.
We'll try to get further information about which run did not count. But as of right now, again, 7-2.
We'll take the 7.
Definitely doesn't hurt the Clockers.
Nope. We have 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd. Clockers got the first 2 outs of the inning, and then a couple of tough, hard-to-field singles by Hopkinton, put runners at 2nd and 3rd. She didn't go. He called it a strike. Ball 4.
Now the bases are loaded.
And the number 9 batter, Ava Davenport, up. She's the second baseman. She had a ground out to short and a single. 1 for 2. Line drive right at Adeline.
It's the second time she's done that today. Kazadian makes it 3, and we're switching it up here at David E. Hunt Field.
And the clock is put up a 0 in the top of the 4th, so it's 7-2 after 3.5. I think the Clockers would do well to keep the ball in the infield. They're hitting it right at the infielders, and they're making the plays. So we have bottom 4 here. Adeline leading off. Number 7, Adeline Hazadian, the third baseman, playing an excellent game over at third base today, fielding. She's got a walk, her first at-bat, and she scored. On deck is her sister, Ruby.
Yeah, she's got 1 home run this season, 1 RBI.
She is, she's headed to college up in Maine, I hear.
Yeah, nursing and softball.
Strike 1. University of Southern Maine. Plays Division III. She's a good ball player. I think she could fit right in up there.
And she'll most likely be playing catcher there.
Catcher?
Yeah.
Okay. Good strong arm. Swing and a miss by Ruby. By Adeline. High. Count. What do we have for a count here, ump? No, he's not going to tell us. Low.
We have full count now.
You think it's 3-2?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3
Okay.
and 2. We'll find out.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ruby had Adeline had walked her first at bat. Okay, sophomore sister Ruby, the first baseman, batting. 1 out. From here, it looked like it caught her knees, but it must have been inside. Ball 1. We're on the first base side, a little bit behind first. Foul back. 1-1. A little high. 2-1. Low in the dirt. 3-1.
Nine total runs this season. 3 total hits.
Pops it up. Could stay fair. It is going to stay fair, and it's caught by the pitcher. Oh, was that the first baseman? Yeah, it was the pitcher.
So both Kazadians getting out.
Okay, so there's 2 outs. Katie Jensen up, senior, DP. Batting for Dickinson, the catcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 on Jensen, 2 outs, bottom 4. Clock is trailing 7-2. That was high. You can see the pitcher Walls let go of that real late. Ooh, called strike 3. Knee high, middle in, tough pitch to take. And that's the end of 4 now. And the Hillers have maintained their lead going into the top of the 5th at 7-2.
Next game for the softball team again will be Wednesday, 4:30 against Norwood at Norwood.
Norwood's a tough team.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Clockers not having their best season, with them being 4-10. They're ranked 44th in Division III of the MIAA. And just for reference, Hopkinton is ranked 2nd. They're only 1 game behind first. That's Silver Lake Regional. They're in Division II of the MIA, so 2nd in Division II. They are 12-3 going into this game. They won last week against Holliston, 16-4. So they've been on a roll coming in to Hunt Field, and they've definitely been putting on a show here.
Okay, top of the 5th for Hopkinton, and we have the top of the order coming up. Addie Walls, the pitcher. She's grounded out at a line drive to third base that was caught by Adeline Hazadian and a double. So she's 1 for 3, scored one of the runs in the 3rd inning. We're not sure whether it was the one that was taken away or didn't count. But I have her scoring. Fouled off down the third base line, fielded by the Hopkinton third base coach, who is the head coach down there. It's Shannon Albury, Urardi. Popped up to left field short, and it falls in. Nope, foul, I'm sorry. I can barely see the line down there. Can you see it? Just...
Yeah, it's pretty faint.
Yeah. Be good to be able to keep her off the base. She's fast. Popped up back, so it's 2 strikes. Oh, changeup, strike 3. What a pitch. One out. Number 2 batter, Zoe Levine. Levine. I think it's Levine.
Yeah, I see a space there, so probably Levine.
Levine was hit by a pitch in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd, and had a single in the 3rd. So she's 1 for 2. First pitch was a strike. And she pops it up, second baseman ball. Nice.
Good play by Kyra, catching that pop fly.
Yeah. She's got no sunglasses and no eye black, and she had no problem catching that pop up, looking into the sun. Charlotte holding up. The first baseman, that bounced. Had a little trouble holding on to that ball. Bounced up to the mound. That's a legal. That's a legal hit if the batter were to swing at that. It's not a dead ball when it hits the ground. Not that she would have wanted to. Anyhow, that was strike one. 1-1. A little high. 2-1. Ground ball, between first and second into right field for a base hit. It was just out of the reach of Ruby at first and Tiara at second. So the Hillers have a runner with 2 outs in the 5th, sitting on a 7-2 lead. Charlotte Holden, a single, grounded to third, and a line at a third. So she's one. Pop up to second base. Caught, and that's the end of the inning. No threat. That was Paharic, I'm sorry. Right. 1, 2, Holden. Yeah, that was Holden that got the base hit, and Paharic popped out. So, at the end of 4.5, it's still 7-2 in favor of Hopkinton.
And Clocker's doing a good job to stop the Hillers from getting any more runs, but they need to start getting runs themselves as these innings start to tick away.
Yeah, that first inning, 5 runs. If you take that first inning out of there, it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to the bottom of the 5th, and we have Maloney, Rosenfeld, and Osteris due up. Beautiful day here at Hunt Field. A little windy, but the wind is not constant. The sun's out brightly. Might be out again tomorrow if we're lucky. We have the varsity baseball game going on over on the other field opposite us, behind on the other side of the soccer field. Good crowd here. Maloney in the batter's box now, waiting for pitch number 1. Low. Fouled off, straight back, it's 1-1. Ooh. Nice cut by Lexi. 1-2. He's a little bit high out of the strike zone, made it difficult to hit. Way high. 2-2. And swing and a miss. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9th strikeout for Walls. Abby Rosenfeld up now, senior center fielder, made a nice catch out there 2 innings ago. Pitch comes in, that's a strike.
Yeah, Abby's got 2 RBIs this season, 2 runs, total of 20 at-bats.
That was a bunt attempt she offered. Ball was out of the strike zone. So it's 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3 by Roosevelt. That's out number 2 for the Clockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the 10th strikeout. I'd like to get the ball into play. We're up to the top of the order again now. Osteris is up. She grounded out and had a single. Swing and a miss. Nice. Hits it in the air to left center field. It's back. It drops in.
She go for 3 here.
Look at her run those bases. All the way to third base on that play. It didn't go far after the left fielder couldn't catch it, but she was out of the box right away, running hard. And that's a clean triple for Osteris. 2 outs.
That one was hanging up there in the air for a while, and somehow it was able to squeeze through right and center field. Now Koch is up.
Foul ball.
Or that's Kriegsman.
It was good that Osteris' ball did not have any momentum on it because it might have rolled under that fence and gone for a double instead of a triple.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Caucus can get her in. She offered. Throw down. Safe.
Well, it's a quick 2 strikes for Kriegsman. They already have 2 outs.
Yep. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kriegsman's 0 for 2. She struck out and popped out the third. She dropped it. Strike 3, and she dropped it, but she's out at first. So nothing comes of that 2-out triple by Osteris. So after 5, we still have 7-2. Just watching the warm-ups, the Ashland warm-ups, their infielders are all sure-handed and have good, strong throws when they're focused.
Yeah.
Whoop, I've got it.
Stop that one with my foot.
It would have been my foot if he hadn't deflected off of her glove. She slowed it down, so it was an easy save by my partner here, Daniel Vetstein.
Well, don't take away from the greatness that just happened. Soccer skills going into play there.
Okay, we have the 6th inning coming up, top of 6 for Hopkinton. We have they have 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Osmond, Arthur, and Callery. Now, Osmond has a single and a ground out and a fly out, so she's 1 for 3. Arthur is 2 for 3, and Callery is 3 for 3. So hopefully we get the first 2 out, so we don't have that. That's a line shot over the right fielder's head. Oh, just barely.
Koch missed it.
Again, it's a tough field. She's looking into that. Oh, we have a play at third.
She's gonna go home. Nope, she's gonna stay.
Nope, ball stays in the play. What? Oh, it's out of play. The line must go from front of the bench to that light pole over there, and then straight out to the next light pole. So it hit the fence that surrounds the soccer field.
So that is 8-2.
Yeah, that goes as a triple, and she goes home on the error, which will probably be given to the. Was there a cutoff, or did that come straight in?
What do you mean?
I didn't catch that.
No, she did not.
So it came straight in from right field.
Yeah.
Okay. So he hits the cutoff on that. Maybe we get an out at third. Arthur up. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Popped up behind us.
And that one went all the way behind the dugouts.
Ground ball to the left side to short. Merloni to first.
Nice play by Merloni,
Yep.
slinging that one in quick to Ruby.
And Ruby had to go to her right to get that. Backhand it. Again, the Clocker infield has played solidly. A lot of chances. No mistakes. Ashley Callery, 3 for 3. Up the middle, she's 4 for 4. She's having a day for herself. She has 3 singles and a triple. Cammie Tyndall. Tyndall has 2 walks and a ground out. So she's looking for her first hit today. There's 1 out. 1 run in. High. 1-0. Ball 2. Oh, we call that a strike. Right arm went up. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 1-1. Strike 2. He didn't say strike on the second pitch, though. He just right arm went up. So I've got it for 1 and 2. And she fouls it off over the Hopkinton dugout, over to the soccer field, hockey lacrosse field over there. Still 2 strikes, 1 and 2. And strike 3, nice pitch. Number 9 batter coming up for Hopkinton, the second baseman, Ava Davenport. She grounded out to short, had a single and a line out to Adeline at third base. That was a ground ball to home.
Dickinson chucked that one out to second base. Kyra caught it very close.
I didn't. Was she stealing on it, or did she go when she saw the ball in the dirt?
She saw it when I think it was right when you started to pitch.
Okay, so she saw it going down. So she was stealing.
Yeah.
Okay, so stolen base. The last pitch was a strike. So it's 1 and 1. Fouled off, 1 and 2. There's 2 outs. Runner at second. 1 run in. And it's popped up second base and scooped up over there.
Good job by the Clockers to get off of field quick, but
Yep.
they did give up 1 run there.
Yep. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's now 8-2, right?
Yes.
Okay. That was Chiara, the second baseman, catching that pop up again, looking right into that difficult setting sun here at Hunt Field. Even worse than playing a game at this hour is a game that might start at, let's say, 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we'd have a game starting at 7, but somewhere around 7 to 7:30, maybe 6:30 to 7:30. That sun is just barely above those trees over there.
Yeah. We got these big stadium lights here. There's nothing really better than a night game when it comes to either football or soccer. A little bit different for softball.
Yep. Okay, we have Caroline Chiara leading off, the number 3 hitter for the Clockers, followed by Koch and Adeline Hazarian. She has a strikeout and a walk. Looking for her first hit today. That first pitch was a strike. High. 1-1.
Yeah, Wells is really chucking these in there. She's not really having much time to react to decide whether she wants to swing or not.
High, ball 2. Way high, back to the backstop. 2-1. It'd be nice to get the leadoff batter on here. Meeting the order coming up for the Clockers. Oh, swing and a miss. A little bit out of the strike zone on that. That's a tough pitch to catch up to. It's hard to lay off as well. Low. He called the count up there, but I couldn't hear him. What did he call? Strike 3 or ball 4? Ball 4. No, strike 3. There's confusion here.
Yep, there it is.
Even the batter was confused. Yep. I was confused. You were confused. That was ball 4. So Kyra gets in the leadoff walk for the Clockers here in the 6th. Down 8-2. We have a pinch runner coming in. Not a courtesy runner. That's a pinch run. I think a courtesy run for the pitcher and catcher only.
So Elizabeth Stevens.
Yep, Liz Stevens, a junior, running for Kyra, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she can re-enter on defense in the next inning. That pitch was a strike. Taylor Koch, the batter, captain, right fielder. Ball's in the dirt. Back to the backstop, and Stevens takes second. Line drive to first. She feels it. On the hop. Gets the out.
Stevens got to third, though. And now Kazadian up at bat.
Yep, Stevens is over to third. And Adeline Hazadian is up with 1 out, a runner at third. Again, a fly ball to the outfield will score that run. But hopefully she can get on base. Swing and a miss, strike 1. High, 1-1. Strike two. Adeline has a walk and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That's 2 outs. Ruby, her sister Ruby is 80 and is up now. I'm sure she'd like to bring that run in from third base.
This will be a big blow for the
Yeah.
Clockers if they can't get a run here.
Yeah. Ruby's, this is her first year on the varsity. She has a second on the team in batting average. She's batting .423.
Yep.
I know she's a field hockey goalie, too. Plays for Coach Foley on the Ashland field hockey team, tournament team.
Got 2 balls here.
Ball 3. Ooh, nice cut by Ruby, fouled back. And a nice power cut there. She was looking for the fence there on that one. 2 strikes on her. And she's called a strike. It's dropped by the catcher. Tags her out. So the Clockers strand a runner over at third base in the 6th. And at the end of 6, we go to the top of the 7th. It's 8-2 in favor of Hopkinton. Hopkinton's got their top of the order coming up. Walls, Levine, and Holden. 2, 3, 4 hits among those first 3 batters.
And as this game winds down, the next game for WACA-TV again will be Thursday at 6:15 at the Plateau. Girls Varsity Lacrosse against Norwood. Lacrosse teams having a really nice season. Looking to make playoff pushes. Pretty much guaranteed a home game in the playoffs. Led by Paige Tripp, Abby Lombardo, and other seniors.
Pitch in, low, in the dirt. Ball 1. Line drive, left field, base hit. Fielded on 1 hop there. And Walls is on with a single. That's her second hit. She has a double and a single, along with a ground out, a line out, and a strikeout. So she's 2 for 5. Up now is Zoe Levine. Hit by a pitch, grounded a third, single, and a pop-up. So she's 1 for 3. And we have a courtesy runner coming in for Walls at first base. And that is Ella Tedstone. High, ball one. Line drive, foul. 1-1. Popped up behind the first base dugout, and that's strike 2. 1-2. Fouled again. This time on the third base side of home plate. Pretty much straight back over the backstop. Still 1-2. Wind's whipping up again. Daniel, I can't tell which direction the wind is coming from. Looks like it's
It's coming
stealing
from, ooh,
into center. Late covering. Throw comes into third, and she's safe.
from where we're sitting, it's coming from, seems to be left to right. If we're standing behind the base, it's going to carry a little bit towards the right, but mostly forward.
It's starting to settle down now. Anyhow, that was strike 3 on Levine. The runner was stealing, Ted Stone, and the throw went into center field, and she's on third now.
A little bit too high.
Little high. Strike. I got 2-1, right?
Yep. Got one on third.
Be nice to hold her there. Oh, nice. Oh, too bad. Playing it too deep. Yep. And throw comes in the second. Overthrow into left. No backup there. Anyhow, that goes as a base hit and a run scored. I think right field was playing her a little too deep on that. She got to hit it off the handle, and it kind of looped in for a base hit. Paharic up, hit by a pitch, a double, a liner to short, and a pop up to second. 1 for 3. Popped up behind home plate, behind the Ashland bench. 0-1. Low in the dirt, goes back to the backstop, and I don't know why the runner kind of hesitated, and she ended up at third. I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe she thought it was fouled off.
Maybe.
Pitch comes in, it's high. 2-1. Dickinson, the catcher back there, is a first-year varsity player. We have a high pop-up on the right field side in foul territory, and it's got Watcher. Yep, okay.
I think that one would have been fair if it dropped. It was going to be just inside of the line, so good play by Kyra.
Yep, very nice play. She's doing a good job in that Sun Field at second base. She's had some tough pop-ups.
Yep. And you've mentioned it before. No hat, no sunglasses for her.
Maybe that face mask is acting as a visor of some sort. Anyhow, there's 2 outs. Call that a strike. That runner at third, the reason why I was telling him to watch out is because that runner at third could have tagged up on that.
Yeah.
You can tag up on any kind of a pop-up, fair or foul. That's a line drive. She's scoring on that one. No doubt about it. That was a nice line drive base hit by Osmond. That's her 3rd hit. She's 3 for 5. She has a triple and 2 singles. And she's getting a runner. She's the catcher. So again, we have a courtesy runner, number 3 for Hopkinton. There's 2 outs. That's Elena Vallis running for Osmond at first. We have 2 outs, 2 runs in. The batter is Arthur. She's got 2 hits, 2 for 4. Oh, can't throw behind the runner like that. She'll learn. Somebody, he'll tell her. She was, Vallis was probably a third of the way to second base on that.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to run at her and throw ahead of her. If you're not going to get her, make sure she stays at first. Oh, hard shot. That was a tough play for Adeline. Throw into home, way off the mark. I'm going to score that a single on that play.
Things are starting to fall apart for the Clockers.
Yeah. Okay, a single. The runner was at second. She scored. The throw would probably have not gotten her. And that's a single, but Arthur's on third. She went to third on the throw. So we have 3 runs in so far. Calorie is up. She's 4 for 4. And the batter behind her is Tyndall, who's 0 for 3 with 0 for 2 actually, 2 walks and a strikeout. So what are you thinking?
I think you just got to get anyone out you can. Now it's pretty big deficit. You need to make sure they don't score anymore and then hope for a miracle.
Well, with somebody who's 4 for 4, I'd want to put her on.
Yeah.
She may end up at second base, but you got a runner. You got a batter coming up who's 0 for 3 with a walk, with 2 walks. 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Let's see what they do here. Now they don't know how many outs there are. There are 2 outs. We have a strikeout and a pop-up to second base. Yeah, the base umpire is signaling 2 outs.
Yeah.
Very good, yeah. That base umpire is Vinny Ferrara, old, experienced, veteran umpire. I don't mean old in age. And he was on top of it. So there's 2 outs. 5 for 5. It's over the left fielder's head. 2 hops. Oh, it's under. No, it stayed in. 2 hops the fence. And they hold her to a double. And another run in. I would have walked her.
Yeah.
She's 5 for 5 now. 2 singles, a double, and a triple. A home run short of the cycle. Tyndall is up. As I said already, she's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Left-handed batter. 2 outs. Calorie at second. And somebody Wow, he hit the deck trying to get out of the way of that.
One of the dads ran away, and one of them, it was closer to him. He just stood there. Almost hit him, but no fear in him.
It looked like he was trying to get behind that batting net that they have set up over there. That's all turf, by the way, where they're standing, so I don't think he scraped up any knees going down.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Well, you could argue a turf burn hurts way more than a grass burn.
Well, with the pants he has on, I don't think he had to worry about any.
Yeah.
Ball's in the dirt, fielded by the catcher. 2-2 or full? Popped up, foul. Oh, nice changeup. Got her off. Oh, don't throw it. Don't throw it. Eat it. That's the first error the infielders made.
Yeah.
Today.
A little bit of trouble picking that one up was Merloni.
Yeah, they're a solid infield. So Tyndall is on the error. We have the number 9 batter Davenport up, 2 on, 2 outs. Tyndall is going to second, no throw. Davenport has a single, a ground out, a line out, and a pop out. 1 for 4. And she lines a shot. That would have been a double maybe if it stayed fair, but she was way ahead of that. That's popped out to right. She's playing it right out there. She's got her visor on, her sunglasses, and she makes the play. That is Taylor Koch out there, a senior, junior rather. She knows how to play it. Junior captain. She's even got eye black on under those sunglasses.
Yep.
You have to put in this right field. You have to have eye guards, eye protection, a visor. So, 1, 2. We have 4 runs scored for Hopkinton in that inning. 12-2, bottom 7.
And now we just need a miracle.
12-2. So we need 10 runs to tie, 11 to win. Unfortunately, the strikeouts have really hurt the Clockers.
Yeah, Walls has been able to really pitch extremely fast today. I think that's part of the reason why this Hillers team is so good, is all the strikeouts that they get.
13 strikeouts. Yep. We have Jensen coming up. Katie Jensen, Lexi Merloni, Abby Rosenfeld. The note I have on Jensen, that her dad Andy had passed away, was a fixture in Ashland Youth Softball. And they have a fundraiser in his honor. Andy Lamberner Jensen. Katie, nice cut by Katie there. She has 2 strikeouts in the 2nd and 4th. Hopkinton pitcher Walls has feasted on the 7, 8, 9 batters for the Clockers. There are 6 at-bats there, and they're all strikeouts. This is the 7th at-bat that the 7, 8, 9 batters have had. So 6 of those 13 Ks. happened to our 7, 8, 9 batters. It's 2 strikes on Katie. I bet she'd like to make some contact here. Nice cut. Lexi Maloney. Strike 1. A little high, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch, she fouls it off. And strike 3. Abby Rosenfeld.
So it's all up to Abby Rosenfeld now. She's hit a dagger for the basketball team once this season. See if she's able to start a comeback here. That one a little bit low.
She's going to be a blue hen next year. In the dirt, 2-0. Pops it up. It's trouble. It's trouble. Left fielder's in, and she catches it. She made nice contact. I'm sure she's happy with that. Not happy with the result. And that is the end of 7 innings here, and the game is over. The Clockers have fallen to Hopkinton 12-2. 7, 8. So I'm going to sign off here. It's a pleasure working with you, Daniel.
Yep.
Daniel Vetstein. We have another televised game coming up next Monday. I think the opponent is Holliston. I trust if we don't have too much rain, we'll play that at the high school rather than at the middle school. But the final score here is Hopkinton 12, Ashland 2. And the final count on strikeouts, unfortunately, is really really hurt the Clockers. 15 strikeouts of the 27 outs.
Yeah, so the Clockers are going to drop to 4-11 on the season. The Hillers will move up to 13-3, keeping their win streak alive for another game. Just a reminder, this next game for the softball team will be Wednesday, 4:30 against Norwood. That will be at Norwood. And the next game we will broadcast here at WACA-TV will be this Thursday, 6:15 p.m. girls lacrosse at the Plateau against Norwood. So again, quick thank you to our crew. Jeff Hall, Luis Miranda, Brady Montesino also here. That'll do it for us right now. Bob Turrison,